just show you how I put a new muffler on my 07S chainsaw. The old muffler, the parts that hold it on have snapped off. I've repaired it once, but it's broken again. Couldn't find any replacements on eBay, so I thought I'd try a 070 090, which I got from eBay for $17. The only trouble is the original muffler has a cutout and is curved to miss this, whereas the 070 muffler is straight. I had to make a 10mm spacer to put in between it, and I also put this bracket underneath. There was a screw hole there for a screw, so I just utilised one of the screws for the oil pump, and that should stop it vibrating. All works very well, except their muffler is now very close if you're cutting a very large log. If it's got any sort of bump on the log, this is actually touching the bark and it can catch on fire. Also got a brand new full chisel chain, so we'll start that up and see how it goes later on. I also fixed the oil pump. As you can see now, it's putting out heaps of oil. The oil pump about 10 years ago wasn't oiling properly, and I was using a lot of bar oil, so it was getting sucked into the motor. And as time went on, if I left any bar oil in the machine overnight, when you started the next day, it would put out clouds of smoke, and it got that bad that if I let it idle for any time, I would get clouds of smoke. So I tried replacing this O-ring, but it didn't make any difference. So what I did was put a second O-ring behind it, and that fixed it up. This bracket here clamps the retainer and the two O-rings in a hole in the body. I'd say this retainer wasn't sealing again in the hole and was letting oil through and into the motor. Two things happened. Is I stopped using bar oil, and the oiler is now putting out too much oil. I had to turn it down from maximum to halfway. So it was a win-win just for the price of a little O-ring.